Hello guys, based on an article written by Jesse McDonald, I want to explain to you how to dominate SERPs by focusing on topics instead of keywords. This is a relatively new trending on Google that is changing the SEO scenario, and I do not want you to focus on the technical stuff because it's just the thing Google does not want. Google's algorithms is becoming more intelligent in a way that it's more humane or trying to be more humane. Why? To serve you the best content. So Google wants to serve the best content to users. That's why Google needs to think like the users, and Google needs to understand the user's intent to serve the best content. So Google wants to know how people are searching for topics and what kind of content they are searching to achieve that end goal that would be serve the best content. And what does it mean? The first thing is how people are searching for topics, because I may want to understand how to edit video. That's the kind of content that I'm searching for. Editing video, how I edit a video. But how I'm gonna write it on Google? Maybe edit a video. To learn how to edit a video, then I'm gonna type edit video. So if people to search about learning video edition, they are writing edit video. It's how people are searching for the topic of video editing. And there is that keyword, edit video. That's different from the keyword video editor, because if I'm searching for video editor, I want, maybe that's my intent, to find the best video editor and not about learning to edit a video. See how edit a video will drive different Google results based on the topic than video editor. But the keywords are similar, yes, but they have different intents. And to dominate SERPs, to dominate the first page of Google, you need to focus on the topic and not the keywords, because inside an article, you will be aiming to achieve different keywords because you are writing towards the topic to serve the best content to users, because all that stuff is a human stuff and not a technical stuff. So it doesn't matter if you are writing the keywords 3 times or 4 times. It matters a bit, but it doesn't matter for the end goal. Okay? So you need to write the keywords, but with the topic in mind, because the topic I want to learn how to edit a video will drive many different keywords. Some keywords will be, have high traffic, other keywords low traffic. The competition will be different, but you are aiming towards a topic. And that's the SEO trending right now. Understanding the topics and the keywords involved. For that, you need to know how people are searching for topics and what kind of content they are searching. And this is what Google is using in their algorithm right now. The own Google is saying that. So how are topics different from keywords? A topic can be made up of several relevant terms and queries that can fall into different areas of the buyer's journey. So if you are researching about video editing, how to edit a video, to learn how to edit the video, you may need to know what's the best video editor, but that's not your main goal. So one lesson about learning to edit a video is to learn how to choose the video editor. So the video editor may be a keyword relevant to the topic, learning to edit a video, but not the main goal. The main goal would be edit. The main keyword would be maybe edit a video or learn to edit a video. So you need to research the different keywords to understand the whole context. And understanding the whole context, you will understand the user intent. Because what Google wants is people are typing on Google search some keywords to find an article that will once answer their question, that will fulfill their needs. So the intent is important, because if I write video editor and I find in the find video course, it's not what I'm searching for. I'm searching for articles about the best video editor or websites with this kind of software. So that's the difference that you want to know, and that's why I'm saying SEO is becoming less technical and more human, more about psychology, how to learn the psychology of the people searching for about different terms. So to find the topic, ask yourself what questions might be asked regarding the topic, and do research on those terms. So let's say which kind of questions people will do. Learn video editing process. So it may be how to start to edit a video. Is it difficult to edit a video in 2022? I don't know. You need to search those questions, and then you will use some keywords, some SEO tools to make you understand better the intent in the questions. You may use SEOpress for that. They have Google suggestions. You may use Ahrefs. You may use SEMrush. You may use SEOpress. SEO ranking. You may use different kind of tools that will help you to discover the questions around those topics. And those questions may be a heading of your article. And this will help you to rank and dominate the SERP. So some things you need to check also to learn the topic and to learn how to write an article in 2022. First, what your successful competitors are doing, what they are doing. So don't try to invent a wheel. Just learn what people are doing. And then you can, create your own bells and whistles, but learn first what the big sharks are doing. So if your competitors have been using some categories, try to use those one too, because this is helping Google to understand the intent towards some article. And if we are talking about categories, we are talking about site structure and the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs is a navigation direction that you give to Google, and you can also add on your website. Then people will not be lost on the structure of your site. For instance, home, SaaS, your article. So we start on home, then we go to a category, SaaS, and from SaaS, we have many articles. This is a site structure that the breadcrumbs will create. And I will also tell you, use SEOpress, for instance, or RankMath, they have the breadcrumbs. They can create the breadcrumbs. And remember also to always think about the user intent. If they are typing on Google video editor, they're doing that to find a video editor, not to learn about editing a video. That's why the results are different. Edit a video and video editor. So the intent, what do you want? What do you want to find? Because to serve the best content, you need to learn what they want to find. And then remember that quality is better than quantity. If you are writing a lot of articles that does not have relevance, you are missing the point, because you need to serve the best content, and then you go to the first page because you are serving the best content. That's the main goal of the algorithm. So try to serve the best content. Of course, understanding that Google has their language and the keywords need to be there, but you are writing around the topic and not to serve the keywords. You are not a keyword, your client is not the keyword. Your client is your customer. So what your customer wants, what your leads want, what your audience wants. And also, that's why you mean quality, but also you are focusing on the discoverability. And when you think that internet has their own language and you need to be discovered, you need to understand that some keywords need to be there to serve that topic. The keywords serve you and your audience, not you serve the keyword. That's the main message of today's class. So that's how you're going to dominate SERPs and Google. Thank you so much. Check out SEO Press or Rank Math. They are both good tools to help you understand Google suggestions. I can also suggest you Ahrefs and SEMrush and SEO ranking. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.